All right, here we go. Terrance Gangsta Williams, welcome back to VladTV.
Thank you for having me, man.
You know, I actually met Birdman. We linked up since we last saw each other.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw you and him.
Yeah.
Standing, I was backstage somewhere.
We were in a bus.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at the NBA Youngboy show in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So I was hanging out with academics. We went up to his bus, and he was like, "Oh shit, is that Vlad?"
So y'all got
we hugged it out. We talked. He told me on Gladys he's going to do this interview.
Y'all ain't gonna do it.
No.
Say, listen, I believe it's gonna happen, but I don't know, Vlad. You got to catch him like one of them days he's feeling good.
It's all good, man. If it happens, it happens. I haven't really followed up since then, so.
He looked in your eye and told you I was gonna do it?
Yeah.
But he gonna do it.
He said, on Miss Gladys, I promise you we're gonna do it.
Okay, he gonna do it.
Right, that's his mom, right?
Right, he gonna
Rest
do
in
it.
peace.
Yeah, he gonna do it.
Well, speaking of Cash Money, the Cash Money versus No Limit happened. It was in Las Vegas, right?
Right.
Did you show up?
No.
Were you invited?
No.
Okay.
No and no. I think that was a boring show because of this. For one, when you look at the crowd, you had the people in the crowd just was just like, what's going on? Who is this? Like, they wasn't familiar with the song because they were younger people that was in the crowd.
And it was Las Vegas.
Right. Whereas I think if they did it in New Orleans,
woo!
Oh man, yeah, it'd have been turned. And then you gotta look at this. Even though Pete and them had their little turmoil going on within their camp, they all were dressed, ready to go. Like they were like we team playing. Whereas with Cash Money, everybody had on different outfits and they just was rapping. Like you go. Like they didn't put their all into it. It's like we just here to get this money and we gone.
Huh.
If they would have came there with the T-bows and Reed, with the people used to them with the T-shirts, a pair of jeans and, sneakers with their jersey, then they'd be like, okay, that's that old Cash Money. But you could tell, like, they wasn't together. Like, they would just, go ahead, you rap. Well, I'm a rap, man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, the biggest star of Cash Money did not show up.
Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have changed everything.
Yeah.
Now, wasn't he actually in Vegas while this was happening?
Because I think he was booked for a show that night. I don't think Wayne feeling a lot of stuff was going on. So, my honest opinion, I think Wayne's still holding a grudge against Birdman.
Huh. Okay.
That's just my honest opinion. So I think that Wayne will play along sometimes, and sometimes he's just like, you know what, man, I ain't doing it. Because that was like one of the biggest moments for hip hop to see Cash Money and No Limit on the same stage, and you don't show up.
So wait, so up to that point, the two of them had never performed together?
Yeah, well, they had no.
I mean, what about shows? I mean, I'm sure there were shows during that time where artists from both camps were performing on the same overall show, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, they had did, well, hold up. You talking about No Limit and Cash Money?
Yeah.
No, they had never performed together.
Really?
Right.
So Master P didn't just get booked to do a festival with Juvenile one weekend or something? That just never happened?
Well, yeah, something like that might happen, but I'm thinking you talking about like the whole Cash Money crew and the whole No Limit crew and they, you might have.
That's never happened. I get it, but I'm sure they've crossed paths and done shows together here and there, or not really.
Not Master P with Bird or none of them, no.
Okay.
Now I think in recent time, P and I think Wayne had a song together. I think P, they might have done like some of the No Limit people might have did a little concert together, but it wasn't nothing where it's a Cash Money and No Limit concert.
Right, right. Now, Turk wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was not invited.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
It started from the Drink Champ interview. It started from there when Turk spoke about these watches that we used to have. So, certain people felt like, man, you running your mouth about our business, that shouldn't be spoke about, Turk feel like, well, I'm a part of this, so I'm going to speak about this. And, with Turk being the less favorite in the group, everybody wears war on him. Now, at first, Juvie and Fresh was rocking with him. Now, Juvie ain't upset with him about something. Man, this stuff crazy. Say, bro, I be looking back, man, we're a bunch of grown men, keep going back and forth with this childish stuff. we too old for this.
Yeah, I think I saw a video of Turk. He was like at some like bar and like they were watching it on TV.
Oh yeah, he did his own verses.
His own verses.
Turk did his own verses. Yeah, sure did. Yeah, he was in Texas actually.
Yeah,
I want to say Houston, somewhere out there.
Yeah, I mean, look, my history with Turk, it was cool up until the point that he started to record my conversations and put them out.
So y'all ain't never made up from that?
No.
Do you plan to make up with him?
I mean, if he wants to reach out, I'll talk to him.
Would you do an interview with him? At this point, come on, Turk been cutting up now, Vlad. He's due for one.
I just don't like my phone calls recorded.
Right.
I feel like at the point that you do that, then I can't really talk to you on the phone. So if we talk about that situation, I'm assuming that that conversation is being recorded too. So I got to watch what I say, and it's like, Well,
you got enough staff on your team that could talk to him.
Yeah,
maybe. Y'all meet here.
Yeah, maybe he just talk to someone on my team about it. I guess.
That's time Turk get back on.
I feel like with Turk, he'll just burn a bridge without really thinking how big the bridge is. Now, I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about like Birdman and Cash Money and everything else like that. There's no reason why he should not have been part of that. He is a core member. He's really on those songs. He's really part of that music. He's part of that heritage. To get to the point where, Baby, I feel is kind of reasonable most of the time. He's worked it out with a lot of people he's, had problems with over the past, right? He's had problems with pretty much everyone in Cash Money at some point.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You included.
Yeah.
Right?
Big facts, yes.
Right? I mean, everyone's pretty much dissed him at some point, right?
Mm-hmm. I ain't never dissed him, though.
Well, no, okay, no, you're right. You've never dissed him. No, that's right. You've never dissed him, but I'm saying, like, Manny Fresh was unhappy with him. Juvenile was unhappy with him. BG was unhappy with him. Wayne obviously was unhappy with him. Turk was unhappy with him. Mm-hmm. Was there any artist that really rocked with Birdman, like, to this day?
Yeah, I've never heard Jacquees say something bad about him.
Okay. He came later on, though.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure NBA Young Boy cool with him, too.
Well, yeah, we saw that. What was doing it for him to let him come on that tour that long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't have that. They didn't have that many artists.
Yeah.
Unless you count the people from Chicago. Remember, they had Mickey and his sister early in the game. But other than that, or Mac 10. But other than that,
I'm talking about the core, the people that were at the verses. At some point, they all had friction with Baby.
Right.
And it all got worked out.
Yes.
And everyone made money together, except for Turk.
That's about to say.
And Wayne.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with Turk is this.
And those are like the polar opposites. The most popular guy and the least popular guy are both not there.
Because of this. Everybody that had a problem with Bird, they might have, they made their song, they did what they did. But with social media now, and with Turk being able to do his own podcast show, have his own YouTube channel, he's speaking out more and more and more, and then he's getting more of a fan base that's going with him. Like, yeah, man, Turk. Because think about this here. A lot of people jumping on a wave. Turk verse on I Need a Hot Girl. It's a hot verse. Mm-hmm. Back then, I was in jail, but we never looked at that verse like that. It was always BG verse that we liked. So now in this day and time, the people are like, man, Turk got the hardest verse on it. Turk got the hardest verse. And that be a conversation on social media where people be in the comments going back and forth, arguing about this.
Yeah.
So Turk have made him a household name on social media. And with that being said, it's reaching the mass. It's reaching people. So Bird them looking at it like, man, now you're being disrespectful. But he got a right to speak. But it's like, come on, man, pump your brakes. Okay, I'm going to hurt you this way with your pocket. But then I heard Bird was like, man, I'm going to stop doing them there because it's affecting his children and his wife. And they don't got nothing to do with our little riffraff. So it was said that they was going to come back together. But then this happened with some old boy, and now he about to go to, I think he done it already. He done another interview. So, and then what Juvenile doing that song, he rapped about everybody but Turk in the song. It's a song he got online, he rapped with him. He put everybody's name in it except for Turk. I was like, they was tight at one time, But yeah, I guess they want Turk to be quiet. They want the grown man to shut it up. But Turk like, no, I'm going to keep speaking out because I'm winning, But social media, bro, it help people that you can win with social media. So, that's how Turk carrying it.
Yeah. Now imagine if Drake and Nicki Minaj showed up to that Verzuz. Imagine that.
Well, I try to argue that point, but some people like, no, because that's the old Cash Money. I was like, well, they let Snoop Dogg come. They're like, yeah, but Snoop was there, kind of like in the beginning, like,
no, he
not
wasn't.
early.
No,
that's what they was trying to argue.
No, he wasn't. He came later.
Okay.
He came after he left Death Row.
So, but was Snoop there in the late 90s versus the early 2000s?
Hold on.
Because, I think Drake and them came in the early 2000s.
No, I mean, look, in 1998.
Yeah, so they got it. So that's why they looking at like 97 P them got on.
Well, what's the cutoff time? I mean,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's you guys are just making the rules as you go along.
Right.
We was under the 90s, so Drake in the 2000s, but no one ever said, okay, only this era. They said No Limit, Cash Money. Shit, you could bring in Tiger. You could bring in the whole Young Money situation. It could have been a whole...
Man, we're bringing squad up.
Yeah.
Kid all them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It could have been a whole big thing. You're right. They brought out Snoop. Snoop was not part of that core group. He's not even from New Orleans. He's from L.A.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right out here where we at.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, now, like I say, I would hope they would run it back.
That's never happened. Has there been a Verzuz part 2?
No, but it can be because
you've already run through all the big songs. That's the problem.
So you think it's gonna be boring now? But what if they add them people like you just said?
Well, yeah, if those people show up, they'll make an exception. Right. But in general, because they'll be performing those songs. Drake will start doing his catalog.
Right. So
who do you think won? Be honest.
Cash Money.
Cash Money?
Yep.
You still think Cash Money won?
You know I'm be biased. I don't care if they say No Limit won, I still say Cash Money won. Because, I was there for that. Not there for those songs, but I helped build that. I'm part of that.
What's going on with BG these days?
He enjoying life, man. He having fun. His girl pregnant. He got his girl pregnant. I'm hearing they supposed to be they're gonna get married. They're gonna pop the question. He enjoying life. A lot of people been attacking him. Because what I learned, and BG have to learn that in this day and time, certain stuff online, they look at it as homophobic. You got a lot of people that's homophobic online. So when you say certain stuff, they look at it like, man, that's gay. Or you shouldn't have said that. Or they go to going in on. They go to making videos and they're attacking if he say certain things. So
what did he say?
It was a fight in the city. This guy pants came down. He didn't have on no underwear, and BG was like. The guy that was fighting him, he's like, man, you should have stuck your finger in his butt. That would have ended the whole fight. You'd have been humiliated and da-da-da. People was like, oh, yeah, you already got this jacket on. You've been in jail. Yeah, you don't do that. So, it's so you got to be careful what you say that whole line.
Terrance, that's a weird-ass statement, man. Put your finger up his butt. Come on. You can't justify this.
Say, bro.
You can't be like, well, they took it out of context. There's no context.
I mean, hey, bro.
Hey,
but
man,
just to say there's no rule in fighting.
That's a rule that should be in fighting.
Well, see,
no fingers up the butt. How's that? Okay, you can gouge my eye out. You can bite me. Just don't put your finger up my butt. How's that?
Yeah, so they went all for my boy, bro. Shout out to BG, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Jizzle, bro. Straight up.